Alright, what is up everybody? So we're going to go through all three of these preamps, but I just dialed them in the way I like them. We're going to go through it pretty quick, and I might do a little bit of dialing just to kind of compare to each other and stuff. But yeah, we're going through this power amp right here. This is the Mesa Stereo 250, going through my JSX cab, which has the V30s and PV-XXXs in X pattern. And I got this little line selector like I did with that last preamp video, that I will be switching this cable manually, but I'll be able to switch preamps using this thing up here. So right now we're on the Ada, and let's jam with it. Let's see what it sounds like, right? To my ears, it sounds a little dark. Let's go ahead and I'll show you that the presence is at 12, or no, sorry, the treble is at 12 and the presence is at 4. So we'll bring that up one to 6. See what that sounds like. Okay, that's better. So I have this dialed in to where, you know, because in my last video I was talking about with the Ada is that it has 2 overdrives, and right now they are set at 6 and 6, and presence at 6. It must be good, right? So that's what we got. Now the SD1 is not engaged. I do have one here so I can just kind of see how they react through each preamp, but this is going to be a pretty quick video. I just wanted to go through these and just kind of give a, you know, quick dial in kind of thing, just so you guys can get an idea of what these sound like through a Mesa Stereo 250. Alright, so that's the Ada. Let's go over to the Rockmaster. See what that sounds like. Totally different. And remember, this is me dialing it in the way I like it. Let me triple check. Yeah, that's not on. It almost sounded like it was on. So the SD1 is off. And that sounds sick. That is totally metal cut off your balls kind of thing. And this thing has so much range. I'll show you. These are the mids. That's typically where I like to have it. With these speakers and power amp setup. The Ultra is engaged, so I have this pulled out. So with it pushed in, it's like this. Right? And now with it pulled out. And this thing also has like a pull shift as well for the body. That pushed in. See, it kind of lost its balls there. But you pull that and it gives it the low mid stuff. Freaking awesome, man. It doesn't need an overdrive at all. So we'll go back to the Ada and just kind of do a quick comparison between that. See, it almost sounds like solid state, man. Okay, we're there. Bring up the presence a little bit. I'll even mess with the overdrive. Bring that up a little bit. See, it just starts to get muddy. Don't like that. I like it at 5, to tell you the truth, for both of them. So we'll help it a little bit, right? We'll put the SD1 on. So this is going in the same way as these other preamps, and this is what I'm getting out of it. If we go and what do I want to do? Let's go to the mids. All right, they're at 0 now, right? Bring in more mids. Just quacky sounding. I don't like that. We'll put it at 2. And don't get me wrong, this thing is awesome for what it is, and when it came out, I mean, there probably was nothing like it. And like in my last video, I was talking about with the, I wonder if a MOSFET power amp would help this sound that much better. I know they came out with the Ada mp1, I think it was a MOSFET power amp as well. And I'd be really curious to see if that actually sounds better with this than a tube amp, which I would think a tube amp would make anything sound better. So let's keep going. Let's go back to the PV, just so you guys can remember what that sounds like. It's so sick. I do have the SD1 on. Pretty awesome, right? Okay, now let's go over to the engl. And I have this dialed in the way I like it. All right, we're on. It has a different low end. I probably want a little treble in this. That sounds awesome. I really love that preamp, man. There's just something magical about it for me. Not everyone likes this thing for some reason, and that's crazy. And ever since I put this preamp review out for the 530, I've been seeing a lot more stuff about the 530, and like hearing about people having sitting on it trying to sell the thing at these crazy deals like $300, $400 and stuff. Like, pick it up, man, because it is awesome. I'm telling you. But yeah, and looks like my battery's gonna die. So let's go ahead and swap that out. Okay, so this 530, man, it's killer. Alright, let's go back over to the PV and see what that sounds like. Here it is. Man, I always have a problem going back and forth between those two because they're so close and just how awesome they sound. I think the engl has just like this really low end, and then it also has a tighter distortion. And then the Rockmaster, it's a little flubbier. I'm sure we could dial it in a little bit more to make it not so flubby, but these two are so close, and they're both awesome. You'd be fine with just either one of these. I'm fortunate that I have both of these. I've found these for great deals, and my buddy Grant's, I traded out a Triumph PV for this guy, and Grant's freaking awesome. Grant, if you're watching this, dude, thank you so much for this, guy. I love this thing. But this Rockmaster 2, I think I got it for 120 bucks on Craigslist because the guy didn't, I guess it wasn't fully working, so I had to fix it too. So I usually take stuff in and fix it, and then I got something else to show you guys. So yeah, the Rockmaster again. There's a clarity to this thing for sure. The distortion's not tight, but the clarity's there. I'll go ahead and boost to ST1. There you go. And let's go over to the engl again with the SD1. These are just so fun to play. Let's go to the Ada, and then we'll just call it, you know. Here it is. Tell you what, since we're pretty familiar with these other two, let's go ahead and boost up the presence on the power amp. Ah, that's too high. You can't leave out on that note, man. We're gonna leave out on the angle. Here it is. And why not? Let's just go to the PV one more time too. There we go. I wanted to take the Ada and go, and try to see what they compare to with this engl and the PV Rockmaster. And there we have it. What do you guys think? I think I know my answer. But I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comments below. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one. DMD out.